Good morning everybody, today is Monday and in this video I thought I would take you through my day, a bit of a day in the life, because today I have been drafted in by Wahoo to call to race the Premier League race on Zwift on Climbers Gambit, the hilliest one of the whole series, so it's a very rare day in that sense. So I'm going to take you through the day, show you what I'm going to do to prepare, and it'll be like a typical day of racing at that level. And to kick off the day, actually, I've had a lie-in. It's 7 AM. Is that even a lie-in? Because the race tonight is at 8:45. It starts at 8:45. We won't finish until like 9:30, 9:45 or something like that. Okay, breakfast is done. That's the first meal of the day. It was fairly small, but I don't tend to eat a lot in the mornings, if I'm honest, because I just don't feel like it really, unless I'm doing a big ride. Of course, today I'm not. So fueling accordingly, I'm probably going to eat like the most amount of food, like midday-ish. Oh, by the way, if you're wondering what t-shirt this is the Good Vibes t-shirt. How do I show you the back? I think you get the gist, yeah. I had a snack, Veloforte Mocha bar, and I found these on offer in a supermarket. Whenever they come on offer, I grab one. They're the Arla protein pouches. There's like 20 grams of protein per pouch, so it's an excuse really, but I should just make an effort and make something. But when they come on offer, I'll grab a couple because they're quick and easy. 20 grams of protein. You know, it's a strange day because, you know, I'm waiting all day to ride. I'm probably gonna do like a longer warm up before I get on later. If you're interested, I'm probably gonna shoot for like 100 grams of protein today, which is about 1.5 grams per kilo of body weight. Fat is probably gonna be like fairly low today. It's gonna be like 50 grams, 60 grams. But yeah, carbohydrate wise then we'll probably fill the rest of it. So it could be anywhere between like, I guess 500 and 700 grams of carbs today. And because I'm only racing for an hour tonight, you don't really have to change a lot because it's just like doing like an outdoor time trial or crit race, like anything less than an hour. And like in terms of, you know, you don't really do anything special with your diet. Lower my fat intake just so that I can eat more carbs, basically, for sort of a better trade-off of calories. But of course, you've got to think about tomorrow as well. If I'm training tomorrow, then, you know, you can't just fuel for today. You've got to think about tomorrow as well. I made it back, and I had to get a secret present for Charlie. It's a birthday in about a week's time, so yeah, I'm not telling you what it is in case you're watching this video, Charlie. It's now 3 PM, so we've still got like 6 hours until the race starts. I feel like this is going to be such an anticlimax. But I need to wash my bike. It's in terrible state from a day out in the rain about 2 days ago. I need to wash it, degrease the chain and everything, and then we'll get things set up, and then the countdown begins. Okay, let's talk racing. Okay, so this time of day, like mid-afternoon, is when I sit down and I finally take a look at all the details of the race. So a couple of places where I get my information from. One, Discord, and that'll be through the team chat with Wahoo to call, of which there are many GIFs to present people's excitement for tonight's race and nerves. Well, those GIFs are mine. And then we have the Backpedal Discord group, which I can also like get a lot of insight from people who actually ride Zwift a lot more than me, race on Zwift a lot more than me. You know, what do I need to do right? Like, what equipment do I need to get right? Verification things, because of course we have to weigh in beforehand, and we have to do recording and things. So it's just making sure every box is checked before these events, because these are the biggest events. So it's very easy to sort of get things wrong when you're so focused on the racing. So for those of you that don't know, the Climbers Gambit course, which is what we're racing on tonight, is only 28 kilometers, and there is one massive hill right at the end. I mean, I don't really know if there's anything else to tell you about it really. So the plan, the rough plan, and I can tell you this now because the video is not coming out till later, is I'm going to sit in as well as one or two of my teammates, and one or two of us are going to go for points at like the intermediate mark through Titans Grove, and then like hopefully if I've saved something, and same for my other guys as well, we're going to let loose on the final climb. Like, no doubt there's some very strong riders in this race, like obviously like some of the best in the world. So it's like a 14-minute climb or something, the reverse epic KOM. Some people are saying like don't go off hard at the beginning because a lot of people blow up in that last like 1.5k to the top. But like in my own mind, I'm like, I feel like I have to commit to the bottom to stay with, you know, whatever sort of group there is, because, you know, if someone decides to do 7.5 watts per kilo for 2 minutes in the first section just to sort of split things, then you need to put yourself in the position where you've got a chance. I think if you're on the back foot straight away, you're banking on the race then coming back to you. On such a short climb, you know, time-wise, I'm talking 14 minutes, 13 minutes, whatever. You can't really risk that. If it's like a 30, 40-minute climb, then potentially you can do it. But in my head and the way that I ride, I think I'm better off committing and trying to stay with things. But that's just it. I mean, we're just being left. The thing is, with climbing, you can have a lot of tactics for like sprint races, flat races. When it comes to climbing races, or specifically a race with a hill finish as savage as this one, it's very difficult to come up with a tactic because everything could go out the window in the first minute. So the climbers, you know, myself included, we're just going to do our best. Right, that'll do for indoor riding anyway. Let's go on the table and do something. Charles, you'll be racing this race tomorrow night as well. No comment. Be a good chance for an FTP test, like full gas for 20 minutes at the last climb. Okay, I don't know how many of you know the protocol for like the things you have to do basically for verification for these races. So I'm just going to run through really quickly what you're required to do. I'm all kitted up. I'm wearing shorts and jersey and I'm ready to jump on the weighing scale. I've already done my height. I'm 178.5. You have to let them know your height and your weight. Kettlebell. So I've got a kettlebell here. The kettlebell is 4 kilos. It says 4 kilos on it, so that helps. I can only just lift it. And I show what that says on the scale. So actually I'll show you right now for a bit of real life testing here. So I'm chucking it on and it says 4.05. So I show that on the video and then I take that off. Then I show that there's nothing underneath the scale, like a soft surface or like anything like padding wise that could affect the number. And then I jump on and then I show the number and then I jump off and then I jump on with the weight as well on the scale. You have to move the scale as well between that first weigh-in and the second weigh-in, just to show that there's nothing sort of on the floor either. So sounds complicated. I mean, it takes you like 90 seconds if that to do it, so there's no really like any problems doing it. Okay, all done, and I'm very surprised at it actually. I weigh more than I did a couple of days ago, and I've been pretty on it with nutrition and training and everything else, which is a little bit head scratching actually. Although I've been extremely stressed the last couple of days, mainly because the Wahoo kicker that's supposed to come for the Worlds hasn't come yet, and I'm chasing and chasing and chasing. So I'm going to put that down. I'm going to put that down to that. Warming up. I've only done one effort so far, and it's enough. This is going to be a hard race.
It's a course which has a lot of elevation, a lot of climbing, and something to.
Okay, so we're all set up and ready to go. One final thing I have to do is actually join like a Zoom call with all the riders who are racing tonight, because if any one of us win, then GCN or Zwift or whoever's doing the broadcast really can just pull us out of that Zoom call and have a chat with us. So I've got 2 gels. I've got my live stream set up ready, and because this is my first time at this level for a long time, so if you haven't seen the live stream, go and fast forward in the live stream and see the final KOM. Hopefully all the action is there in the last 15 minutes, and then I'll catch up with you afterwards. Get everyone to say hello to the vlog. Everyone wave. Oh my word! Is there 113 of you already? Great. Talk about nerves.
Hey, it's not a measure of your performance coming up to the Worlds, is it? One crap race out of a big block of training and racing where things have gone really well.
Just a lot of pressure on that from like people want interviews, and then there's no turbo trainer here, and I've obviously got to perform, and then I'm doing these events, and then it kind of adds up, and then there's people like, oh, I don't know.
Shouting at you in the chat.
No, the chat was great, to be fair. There was like 600 people, and good morning, everybody. What a night. I've slept terribly, for those of you that want to know. Maybe you don't want to know, but yeah, I have slept terribly. I think I slept for like 4 or 5 hours, which I know a lot of you can relate to. Even if you don't race the Premier League and you race the Community League, which is on a Tuesday night, it can be a very late finish, and then, you know, everything just throws you out. So that's the first time I've raced at like, you know, 9 PM at night for, I don't know, maybe 4 months. I can't really remember, actually. I won't go through it again, but obviously my race was not to my usual standard, maybe, I don't know. But you know, the message, I've woken up this morning, and the messages I've received are quite frankly like overwhelming. And what I love about the people that watch these videos or subscribe to my channel or follow what I do, not because of what I do, but maybe, I don't know, the way I deal with things or the way I operate or whatever it may be. I realise that a lot of you are very similar to me. I'm very similar to you. In all of your messages, you know, you've all been saying the right things. You've been saying, you know, better to have the bad day now than in 2 weeks' time at the Worlds. Better to, you know, get it out the way now so that it sort of fuels you for the next 2 weeks, and you remember, you know, that you are human and these things happen, and it just, you know, allows you to sort of double down on things that matter, and it humbles you. And I just wanted to let you know that. I wanted to let you know that, you know, you guys, you know, regardless of your ability, you're so good at like keeping someone like myself, who is lucky enough to be racing at, you know, a high level with some of the best riders in the world on Zwift, and, you know, trying to test myself in real life against some of the best riders and climbers. You're very similar. You know, we are all very similar, and we are all human. And I just wanted to let you know as well that I'm very, very appreciative of the messages you've all sent me. I don't know how to reply to them. You know, I don't know what to say, rather. I just say thank you, really, because it still means a lot. But yeah, I've definitely, you know, last night was last night. This morning is now this morning, a new day. I've got something on my nose that's itching me, but I can't scratch it. And I just, you know, I've turned the page now. It's done. I'm very good at doing that. I'm sure lots of us are. It's part of the cycle. You know, we move on. We've done what we've done, and now we just have to focus on today. Like I titled my Strava ride, you know, be better than yesterday. And technically, yesterday I was better than the day before. So yeah, I just wanted to come on and say, I know it's probably a lengthy way to end the video, but I didn't think the video would end this way. I thought the video would end by me having a bit of a duel, you know, with the best climbers in the game on that final climb, but it didn't happen. And yeah, I just gotta, you know, screw my head back on and you know, take that kick in. You know, I got my head kicked in, take it and use it to power onwards. So yeah, hopefully that didn't sound like a post-race interview like Cavendish does at the end of a stage. I try to keep it as short as possible, and then I look and it ends up taking up 5 minutes. So I apologise. It's almost like a video in itself. But anyway, cheers everybody. Here's to the next 2 weeks. Lots of Zwift racing between now and then, because it is all about specific. So let's laser beam focus. Let's put everything to bed and let's get on with it. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment and subscribe. It means a ton. And I'll see you in the next one.